We are back with Dishonored, and I was about to read this book. Green Bean is still here.
Yep, I sure am. Hello, everybody and everyone.
My stomach twisted as the engines of the odd vessel roared louder. It was a creation of Achado, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Physiology. He was exhilarated, savoring.
Exhilarated.
Yeah, I know the word. I don't know how to pronounce it when I'm reading it. Savoring each of the small craft's undulations. A shadow pulled a lever from the great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough, as if knowing my thoughts. Overseer Brian, I'm gonna call him Brian. Overseer Brian looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turbidity of the void and our
Turbidity.
turbidity of the void and our way to the outer spheres.
And
More
then,
whale oil stuff.
yeah, and then they had sweet master and student sex. The end.
Twilight.
Except it's not the end, because there's another volume. Maybe that volume will be the type where the teacher's like, hey, I want you to take a special exam today.
Yearbook.
Okay. Excerpt from Book of the Celebrations and Holidays. Fuck, I love holidays. It's holidays now. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Folk Feast. The new year has started. Indeed. And thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. A period of celebration and feasting begins, which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. So, I'm guessing this is basically Thanksgiving.
Probably.
Maybe? Huh?
I guess.
I that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's a metaphor for Thanksgiving. That's the only thing I can think of. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their... Okay, I was totally fucking wrong. As they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are absorbed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting high overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the Foog feast's end.
I think this is New Year's.
But people don't wear their mask. Well, okay, I see what you're saying, kind of. People do a lot of stupid shit on New Year's, but there's usually people going out with masks on New Year's.
I know, I go out with a shotgun. And then the police comes by. And then I have to shoot them and hide their bodies. It's a pain.
Okay, so apparently Sapare does that. And what he didn't say is after he shoots them, he rapes their dead bodies.
Kinda don't like the whole blood thing.
Oh, you're not into necrophilia, that's okay, because necrophilia is terrible. And yeah, it's not okay with me or many people.
Keep reading.
I
know. I sidetracked you. Now I tell you to keep reading.
It's fine. Families return to their home. Wives to their husbands. Enemies put down their weapons. Fires and are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others. Deviated from ancient codes or distorted oaths for this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts a new year. Wow, it is New Year's. Marked with the first day of the month of the earth as it has always been.
Wait, they did
Huh?
They did say earlier that it was a time when the something with the calendars, that's where, outside the calendars, that's where I thought New Year.
Yeah, but apparently this New Year's is different, because you can just put on a mask and go jizz all over your neighbors and they'll forget it at the end of the year. They'll be like, "Oh, we totally don't remember that guy who jizzed all over us."
Hey, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of really bad things I would do and could do if that was the law.
Sapare would probably totally do what I just said. He'd just go over to his neighbor's house and be like, "Hey,
Whoa.
you, huh?"
Yay. I jumped on the door and then I jumped on this thing.
That's some platforming skills. Nice job, Sapare.
Oh, I can't read a book from up here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's still pretty badass. It's unnecessary as hell, but badass all the same. I always love that.
The Trials of Aptitude, excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, we already read this. That saves me about 5 minutes. This was the very first book we read.
Oh, okay, sometimes they have repeats.
Yes. Which is good for me, because it saves me about 5 minutes. I really enjoy reading the books, but at the same time there's so many books that it becomes very... Not boring, it never become boring for me to read the books. In Skyrim it did a bit, because... in Skyrim I think it threw them... I don't know actually. I read them in Oblivion, but I couldn't read them in Skyrim for whatever reason.
That's because Skyrim sucks.
Maybe there wasn't enough fun around this for me to sit down and read.
I think that was basically it. It was like you got to the books and you're like, well, I'm not enjoying the game. Why would I enjoy reading about the game?
The books are not at least in Oblivion. The books were some of the best written stuff they had. Some of those were really good. But the thing is, I guess the thing is, also when I did read them in Oblivion, I tend to have played like on realism, where it's like you have to eat and you have to sleep and all that, and then normally you roleplay it, so I tended to read the books when I was at some tavern and just like bought a room, and then I started reading like 8 books in a row. But in Skyrim there is no such thing, so it was pointless.
Yeah, it's funny because I do tabletop RPGs, but oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. Awesome. Because I do tabletop RPGs, but I'm one of those people who don't roleplay at all where they're playing games. I'll play Oblivion, and I'll just be like, I could roleplay a dude, but I usually just name my guy Link and go around stabbing monsters and shit. And like, yeah. Oh, nice. Good job.
Yesterday I played without saving. Like I only played with autosaves, and I have no idea when it last autosave. And I was like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? And I like kept going back and forth like 5 times till I actually did the jump back and forth. Because I was pretty sure. I wasn't sure if you were only supposed to be able to do this after you get magics or not. So I wasn't sure if it was like if the space was far enough.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You don't want to just straight up die if like you don't make a jump. Anyways, so yeah, I'm definitely saying go with the saving before doing unnecessarily dangerous things like that, because there's really no point in...
Come to join me.
Cecilia for the more tasks.
Oh yeah, come join me on the exchange.
Now we're about, I would say, 3/4 to the point where I was.
And we only took 3 times as long as you did, I'm sure.
Well, I guess, kind of about-ish, but it took forever. The funny thing is, I did not actually read it. Last time I didn't even notice the loading screen, so I actually thought this was like the next morning, the new day. Like, at this point, you have to imagine, I had not at all noticed the title or anything. I just like, okay, I wake up, and I wanted to, I thought it was night because it looks dark, so I wanted to go outside and see the moon, and it's like, this is weird. It's like, I was like creeped out as fuck, because I was playing this at like 3 AM at night, it's like, what the hell is going on? Actually, this game made me really creeped out.
Did I suddenly start playing Amnesia and forget, and now I'm in Amnesia?
It actually looks a bit amnesia-ish, I guess.
Did I contract amnesia from playing Amnesia too much? What?
Even though I never played it. Only watched it be played. But yeah, I was gonna say, so yeah, this game is actually at some points kind of creepy. It says it's creepy-ish, so you're gonna see more in a bit.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's pretty cool. I appreciate that.
So at this point I was pretty confident that I did not just wake up with a bad headache.
This is Win Magic, and this is a pretty badass.
I really like this
place.
character. Actually,
I really like this
Your
setting.
life has
Yeah.
taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily
He has a good
is lost
voice.
somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark.
and then he's just on the
There are
face.
forces in the world. Great
That's
forces
exactly what he was
call
doing
magic.
with his hand.
And now, these forces
He was just
will
using his invisible dick on you.
use this new
This is my fault this
my
time.
gift to you.
Sorry. I
That's
shut up.
Come
fine.
find me.
If they do something funny, I think we should agree that either of us can like
Yeah,
talk.
the thing is, I'm the type of guy who can't get himself to shut up if he has like a smart ass statement, even though it's a stupid smart ass statement. So if you got a smart ass
Yeah.
statement, that's good with it. So yeah, the
Yeah,
first time when I played this, I wanted to see how far I could get without magic, so this is the first thing I did. I was like, fuck you, I don't need your magics, and then that happened.
And then you fucking died, and he was like, "What a douchebag! Why the fuck did I give that guy magic?" Wow, she's pretty fucking dead, isn't she?
Suck on it.
Suck on my dick, you dead bitch.
This is for you to beat.
You cannot save her times 20. I'm not reading that shit.
I know. I was gonna. When I played that yesterday, I was so sure I was gonna make you read that.
Yeah, I can understand that, but I'm not just saying that like 20 times. It just says you cannot save her a fuck ton. That's like, yeah, I get those messages, and they're fine. I actually like them to a degree, but I wouldn't sit there and read them, you know, like out loud. Can you kill the? I'm not saying you should, but can you kill these people?
I don't have arms.
Oh, okay.
Corvo, I'm very sad. They say that you are dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I got no brains. Because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can.
Oh, these older men just rape me all the time. It's terrible.
You can hate so much hate me for that.
Huh?
For that statement.
Why? Because I'm saying the main bad guys are pedophiles?
Yeah. Pedophilia is not cool in video games. I don't know. People are weird.
I know pedophilia isn't okay in video games. You can't even fucking hit children in video games.
Well, you can. You just can't kill them. You can hit them or
You can hit them in quotation marks, but it doesn't do anything. Like in Fallout 3, you can shoot children, sure, but your bullets go through them. They don't even act like you hit them. They just freak out. They're like, "What was that?"
I don't get what this guy's like doing. Is he like playing space?
he's playing Space War on Civilization.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's playing the video game. He's playing he's playing the tabletop. I want to say tabletop RPGs,
Ooh.
but they're not the RPGs. They're the you know, like I guess they're technically kind of RPGs.
Look at this. You actually get a really good look
Like,
at these guys now. No, done.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
They are archers and they're walking on giant walkers. I didn't know that they were people. Look at it.
Anyway, yeah, I see that. I want to say Warhammer. Is that a tabletop thing?
Warhammer is it's not a tabletop RPG.
Okay.
By tabletop RPG, well, the thing is that it's a tabletop game, but Warhammer and sort of things.
tabletop game, but it's not a tabletop RPG.
Yeah, it's also more strategic kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a I don't know. I just call it a tabletop game.
It's a tabletop game. Anyways, he's playing Warhammer the tabletop game. And he's just fucking owning his invisible opponent. He's like, I got all the units.
Days that
What do you
follow,
got, bitch?
Your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient rune bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded.
I won't tell you what living thing.
With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Listen to the heart, which is actually Navi.
Yes. But as you can imagine by this point in the game, I got kind of creeped out.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm more easily creeped out than some people, but you are all the one with a freaking beating heart.
I can understand it's morally weird, but then I realized the heart was just Navi, but they wanted to make it creepy, so it's a fucking heart. And I'm like, hey, Navi. And she's like, hey, listen. And I'm like, that's nice, I guess, but I don't want to listen.
This place is the
Even though she's
Also,
not
the
like
voice is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like,
not
you can't hear it,
actually
but the voice is creepy as hell. Because it got this echoing thing to it.
Neither seconds
Yeah.
nor centuries. Someday this
Yeah,
place
I'm not saying she's bad. She's just that, you know, she's that healthy character, and I'm like, that's fine.
songs of comfort and bones.
I don't love that. I don't dislike it. I certainly respect having that little character who, you know, you can just talk to.
Come on, I can do this. Feliz! Aw,
Yeah, I think you need to teleport thing.
damn. Damn that evil villain magic guy who's probably not a villain. He makes me do stuff.
Huh, damn you, and you're making me do shit. Why am I the main character of this video game again?
You could say this is hand sex.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's terrible. This just fucking... Just got this bitch's heart in our hand.
Dark vision.
Now we're fucking
How you use
Vegeta.
what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your
Others
world.
came before us?
But know that I will
Interesting.
be watching with great interest.
Trust me, maybe a lot of people have come before you.
Oh. I take that as a rather nice joke. I appreciate that.
Hidden allies, hidden in an old bar on the river. We already had this.
Yeah. We
That-
already know where the hidden alley is.
So yeah, we are now almost done with the slow parts. I promise you guys. Pretty much, this is also the secret that I meant.
Yeah. Now, oh yeah, now you have the heart, and you can see stuff. That's right. She's not just Navi. She doesn't just tell you. She doesn't just say, like, oh, hey, you should go do this. She also tells you secrets and shit. And I'll try not to talk too much while the heart's talking, but I'm probably going to.
I can
'cause-
control when the heart speaks and whatnot.
Oh,
You manually like it. You can make it say stuff.
Hound kills Hound, and money changes hands.
Wow, that's a secret that it's good knowing.
Such laughter,
Yeah.
and they're singing old songs,
Something.
holding arms.
Maybe I should inspect that more, considering that sounds almost like there's stuff going on down there. I wanna know about. It would be nice if there was a bit more of a twist to the game. Like, I would actually really enjoy if these guys were like just this evil. Like, I'm not saying the other guys don't have to be evil, but what if these guys were just this evil with their own agenda? It would be way more pleasant.
Yeah, that would be an interesting plot twist. But one of the things I understand about not having things like that is I don't dislike plot twists in video games, but I kind of agree with the games should have good endings, or at least bittersweet
Well, I'm
endings.
not saying that it's supposed to end bad because of that. I mean, there are many games where it's like it goes bad and then you still have a good ending because you continue. Like the game shouldn't end with that, but I'm saying it should be like the midpoint plot twist.
I see what you're saying. The plot twist should be you become so badass, and then you find out these guys are bad because they try to backstab you or something.
Yeah, because currently all they are set up is that they use you. Like they don't really seem to feel bad for you so much as they're just using you. Because if you listen to his guys, that one guy, he doesn't even expect you to survive, but he still does it because he wants to use you.
He's
oh
like,
god,
hey,
fucking
go
fish
out
are
there.
eating me.
I see what you're saying. And yeah, actually that would be an interesting little plot twist. It actually seems like a plot twist that also almost should happen. Though this reminds me on, I'm not saying it's exactly this kind of situation, because I would appreciate it either way.
Yeah,
but,
keep going.
Oh, I remember, when Spoonie was talking about his,
Fuck,
thing
I
with
didn't mean
table-
to do that, sorry.
First off, I know that assassination
That's fine,
is
I'll
bad
tell it later.
business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right.
I'm saying it's that I wanted to walk toward the door and then he's like,
Her Majesty's line by
It's
finding
like,
and
I
killing
want
Emily
your ass,
Baldwin.
Corvo.
To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
okay, you should be able to continue.
Okay, so, anyways, yeah, so, I'm not saying it's the kind of situation that should be this, because I don't think this is the more common thing, but I remember, when Spoonie was talking about his thing with girls are evil,
Yeah.
to change it up, to sometimes make the thing that you would think would happen not happen. You know, make the guy who seems which is kind of what you were saying though with the other guy, but you know, make that guy who seems evil but actually isn't.
Yeah, that's why I wanted the Nazi-looking guy just to be douchebag.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, can guys stop?
Corvo. Hello.
He wants
I'm
you.
Callisto.
though.
I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I wanna mention that I'm supposed to know an assassin, but I've yet to actually kill anyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Before you became an assassin, it's like you guys just said I'm an assassin.
Yeah, it's
I haven't killed anyone important.
The only guy I've killed was trying to stab me with a blade. I think I'm not an assassin with it. But yeah, keep going. I'm gonna try not to
only
trigger more
killed
people.
some people near the beginning. You killed some guards who were trying to stab you with the blade, and even farther near the beginning, you killed some assassins, and that's it. You didn't kill no dudes who were political figures.
There's a lock. I really feel like there's some secret under this thing.
There probably is.
Because I found that key and all the doors are locked. Maybe
There's
they
probably
create-
a tentacle monster in there. Just you open it and the fucking giant tentacle comes out.
Yeah, okay, you can finish the whatever you were trying to say.
Oh, I basically already said it. Spoonie, you know, you said that was what you're saying. You wanted the evil guy to just be a douchebag. You didn't want him to be evil. You want because yeah, mixing it up is great. You know, do the unexpected unless it's expected to the point of, and you were saying these guys are douchebags, but I don't think it's really expected that they betray you.
No,
so
I mean, these
don't
guys are not
think
really
that-
douchebags. I meant the starting guys were douchebags. too much douchebags. Like the guy who looks like a Nazi and the guy in his sweater. Like those, they were so obviously evil.
Yeah, they were obviously evil to the point that you could, like, within the first 10 minutes of the game, just be like, yay, that's the bad guys. I already know. And then they obviously don't hide it, that, oh hey, they're those guys.
Yeah,
Who just wanna
supposedly they
kill-
did that
yeah.
too in Dark Messiah. So I felt it wasn't as obvious in Dark Messiah that the mage guy was like the mage guy seemed like a douchebag, the one, your master, but I felt like he wasn't. He didn't seem like he was the main villain.
Yeah,
The guy was sent on the mission.
I got far enough to where I met him, and I have to agree. In fact, I kind of saw that, but that he was a douchebag, I guess. But he certainly didn't strike me as, like, villain material. In fact, I didn't even find him that much of a douchebag. He was just, like, a guy. I was like, he was fine for this game. I'm not looking at him like, oh hey, you probably fucked everything up.
Also, that woman that Disc sent with you is also a demon, by the way.
Oh.
The spoiler, but I mean, you can't, like, you can somewhat see it, but I felt like it wasn't as obvious as here.
Well, that I can understand. Cause I was like, the fuck's up with this? So that's not a big spoiler, cause I've just so far, I've been like, there's something with this girl, it's not normal. Fuck's up with this girl that can just transport inside of me. That's weird. And yeah, that is like, those demon shit. I was gonna say succubus, and then I'm like, no, that's not succubus shit.
I think she's actually succubus, I believe.
Oh, she is a succubus? I guess that is succubus shit.
Like,
I don't know.
it doesn't. I don't think it ever states in the game, but I believe if you played the Heroes of Might and Magic 5 or 4, whatever, the most recent one, the one before that, I think it's based. Like that game is based on that game, on that strategy game, and I believe.
Here's. Oh.
And I believe in that game they are called succubus, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
So yeah, actually, this is about as far as I got last time. I went on the mission and then I started the mission, but I didn't explore again after getting the power, so that's what I'm doing now because I'm finding all this random stuff here.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so succubi are interesting. I'm just used to the succubi, who their point, the point is that they're those demons who go around and try to steal men's souls by, basically making them love them, or sometimes doing, like, sexual acts and shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't actually know if it's directly referred to as succubus, but she kind of does work as the succubus kind of thing, because she tries to persuade you to help the demon guys and all that stuff. Like, she does all that crap. Which is, like, not directly succubus work, but what you would assume a succubus would kind of do.
That kind of is succubus work. They'd be like, hey, you should totally help the demon guys. If you do, I'll totally just suck your dick so hard.
Yes, I'm glad we both agreed on the same statement there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jump onto the railing first.
That sounds safe. Do you tell that to your kids too?
That's, if I had kids, that's totally what I'd tell my kids. Like, hey, before teleporting, jump on that railing there. It's the best idea.
Oh.
That sounds pretty useful. I'm glad you found that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good tool.
See, it's good to just randomly, like, it's good somebody left that lying on there.
Yeah, it is. It's good that someone probably died when they left that there, and they just, like, fell off this shit.
Yeah, but I think I can't go any higher. This is probably the end of the
probably
map.
Probably not. Anyways, so, yeah. I also feel pretty good about my suggestion there.
Yeah, that worked out, I know. I didn't want to take infinite fall damage before falling down there, but it worked out, so.
Well, you could have saved first, but you didn't, I don't think. But it doesn't matter, because you made it.
I'm trying to play it very serious, where I don't want to die. And I don't know what that means. Currently I'm just trying to figure out how to get down in that cellar.
I say don't do that, because I don't know. Unlike, if you're taking an unnecessary risk that your character wouldn't take, I just save. I'm like, and I know I say I don't roleplay, but like this character, you know, he probably wouldn't say, "Hey, I should jump on the railings before
Yeah.
I teleport."
I know what you
He
mean.
probably-
I'm actually
yeah.
just I don't actually expect to be dying. I have not yet taken any 4 damage in the game, so I don't know how much 4 damage you take.
Very-
Assuming that will not kill you.
From that height you were at, that actually might have. Then again, if you were fast enough reflexes, now that you have the teleport power, you could just take no fall damage. I'm
Okay,
pretty
next
sure you can
program.
blink out of fall damage. I
Probably.
could be wrong.
So these are the only things that we are missing till we can go on a
Lord
mission is
Pendleton's
these again.
Memoirs, Chapter 27.
Hmm.
In my 13th
'Cause they
year,
update every day.
Spy's stepmother at
Okay,
last
makes
departed,
sense.
And Pendleton
I
Hall
forgot it
was
was New
again
Day.
quiet. Although father had by then sunk into
Once again, just
depression.
hanging out while we
It was
listen to
at
his
this
shit.
sensitive time that Waverly
Funny
Boyle
thing, it's
first
not even
entered
his
my
shit.
life. She
Oh.
may be the source of many
This is a rich
tender
guy's
memories to come.
house. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I guess he's just cleaning it. Which-
He's also listening to his shit. Did you do that?
I like how his neck like snaps like sideways.
Oh god. That is so amazing.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected.
Okay, this does
I've
nothing.
seen him in Coleridge prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Alright. Well, I guess I can understand the guy being a little like, I'm not sure about this new guy. We're kind of basing our entire plan off of him.
Yeah. Still don't know how you get down into that cellar. Because we found that key, but I'm not sure what that key is good for. There has to be something down there, because, I mean, not only my general suspicions, but also the heart told me that something's down there.
Well, there was an unbreakable door that I think, is what you use the key on, but I could be wrong.
Do you think I used it on the one up there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was
The thing
probably...
is, there's no inventory in this game, so it doesn't tell you.
Yeah, it's not like you used a key, it's just like if you have a key, you used it.
Yeah, it would probably have told me before I clicked the button, but I just woke up and was clicking F. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna leave that for later. It's probably something not... You're probably gonna figure it out at some point later in the game.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's
I mean,
later.
this game is not gonna end after the first mission. We have not even done a mission yet.
I know.
So yeah, we have to talk to this guy. Because otherwise the game is gonna tell you to talk to this guy. Also, there's something really weird with all these... Hey. The door to nowhere is proven to be a safety hazard, but for me this project is an endless source of inspiration. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts. One that will allow a traveler to cover the distance from my workshop to some distant arbitrary point in a single step. Currently this step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time it will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away, to be sure, but I survived this plague. I'm sure to succeed.
I'm thinking that's either going to be important, or that's going to be a thing that lets you go back and replay missions. I'm not sure if this
That's
game
actually a
has
pretty
one of
good
those
idea.
things.
That'd
but-
be weird, but interesting idea.
Yeah.
Because it'd be weird gameplay-wise. It's like, go back in time to kill people.
Well, that would be really weird, and I don't think this game has that kind of thing, but I've played games that are less decision-based, where you literally have things like that. Like, there's, Soul something,
Hey, this is
and there was a mirror in, the inn you lived in. It was like your base of operations. And yeah, it just literally let you go back in time and replay things you've already done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's totally impossible. Games could have that, but I think this game tries to play too serious to suddenly throw that at you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking after I said that. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense with a lot of the things in the game. Just like, even off of gameplay mechanics, it doesn't make sense off of the fact that, you're supposed to have a killing and not killing people thing. Just looking through this keyhole.
Okay, I'm gonna trigger the
Uh,
conversation. Okay?
Okay.
What can I do for you?
I'm staying on a table.
This
Actually,
best
okay, you can
conversation.
talk. There's nothing really. Because what I'm gonna buy is a balloon. That's really the only.
Oh hey, look, there's
And accuracy.
accuracy. America.
So yeah, now we are ready. We are pretty much as far. Actually, no, there's one more thing.
Acquire power perks.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you're doing. I was telling you to go acquire new power, and I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
Your mic is kinda dying there.
I don't think it's my escape.
You said your mic, I guess your connection.
Yeah, I guess my internet connection or internet.
I'm gonna listen to this and we can see if it's gonna fix itself in like a moment.
Mhm.
Part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
I must say that either I'm pulling this out of my ass or this game is written really well. In the sense that it now mentions the whole heart thingy and we just got a heart.
Hmm.
And your voice is fine again. I mean, because it mentions a heart and the essence if it's still left in the heart. And
Yeah.
if we got a living heart that's still beating.
That is.
It seems very connected. Also, one thing I've not yet tried.
Yeah, okay, real quick,
Every
oh,
night the black-eyed outsider visits upon
that's pretty awesome.
He is Pierre Chamberlain. Even now, he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it too.
So, oh yeah, I was gonna mention, so, one, this is probably a fine place to cut off, and for two, then we should end this call and restart it and see if it
Yeah. Yes, this thing is sick, dying. So let's end this part here. We are about to go on a mission. I can do more of the heart scanning people later. Thank you for watching, and
Thank you.
take care.